Let's go. Chat is rooting for Keller here. As I said, old school DM versus new school DM. Quendy versus Mist. Keller versus Leaf. And they're in. So let's go right to the action. Gonna open the bets for game one. Stop the music. And we are ready to go. Freaking Handy has his popcorn for the series. That is good. I don't have popcorn, sadly, but I will need to talk. Anyway, super short map. First thing that comes to mind. Horrible forward goals for Leaf 2. This gold, how can that be so far away from the TC? That's almost closer to Keller than to Leaf there. Thanks for the reminder. And Hussars going in. Keller getting a good pick. That one should be a dead villager, an ex-villager. And no, it is alive, but that one will maybe die instead. Does die. I would have felt like an idiot if none of those villagers would have gone down. So thank you very much, Mr. Villager, for dying. Scout gets cleared up. On the other hand side, it's 5-5 though. So I think Leaf also got a hit there. 2-2 KD speaks for that as well. This game is 15 stable opening case, 5 stables, 8 racks, 6 ranges for Keller. Going for his big build order. 4 stables, 6, 9. So 9 archery ranges. Might add a market later on for Leaf. But other than that, nobody's opening with 13 stables. But Keller has adapted to the map, right? He's opening with 5 stables. Has added a stable for the close one. I like his build order for that reason a bit better than the archery range heavy build order from L3af. I think Keller has a better build order for the map, also with a ton of barracks. Big build order. Something that Keller was really good at when he played Rising Star and Shooting Star. Speaking Keller's building a siege workshop on like Leaf's gold. I mean, this gold is so unlucky for Leaf. Can't really stress that enough. I guess main gold is kind of okay. That one is horrible too. Keller has 3 safe goals. Whew. Rough map for Leaf to start out with. Feels bad for Leaf. No restarts in this tournament. So unlike Masters of Arabia, where we saw a lot of restarts, I think if I'm Leaf, I would definitely use a restart on this map if I have one. Keller also adapting better to the map. Has 3 villagers more, 90-40 military. Cortical, big expert in DM in the chat, says this might be GG, and it is. G to the G, welcome Mr. Planner as well. Some prominence in the chat on this game. One of the most expected series of round 1, probably from like the DM scene perspective at least. So yeah. Very unlucky map for Leaf. Good adaptation. Keller coming really strong. So he saw what he needed to do in this map instantly and he did it right. That also means we're not too far behind because otherwise this game would have already been out of the lobby browser. So it's also a good message in terms of catching up. Keller took the market as well in order to be safe to finish this game. Very strong performance. Also unlucky map for Leaf. But, well, the gold spots didn't really matter. No gold was mined. Keller does look like we have to expect him in the main event. Probably they're already in game 2. Leaf Soul map. He is a classic DMer. He's picking Mayans. That's an interesting solution, right? Something that was played a lot in the old days, but also something that isn't that rush heavy. Kinda like the choice here. Bets for game 2-0. And we're in. Keller leading 1-0 here. Need to change the overlay, so you will be on view log really quickly while I also change the scoreboard. 1-0 lead to Mr. Keller in the blue. Leaf to the red. Let's get the annoying view lock away. 2 villager market from Keller. No market up for Leaf. You can sell a lot. In a May and War. Score has been updated. This villager's idle. Might even get killed under the TC. What? Now, is Keller now getting nervous? For a moment I was considering he disconnected, but he didn't. He was probably microing his own scout. 6 and 6 villagers though, so he also killed one. Not any harm done. Then an eagle out to deal with Keller's eagle though. Could still micro that. Maybe against the villager to be a bit annoying. Leaf being housed as the non-market player. Hard times. Needs kinda to do something with his rush here. Is jumping on that villager there. Not getting it. Went away 1 minute and the game ended. It was a 5-minute game. Very, very short and brutal map. We have a longer map here. But we have Keller already taking the market. He's not even hiding the fact, not deleting the market. 3k gold from Locket, so massive, massive market use there. Let's quickly check the prices because we can, because he still has the market up. Completely sold. Wood down actually. He sold more wood than food? What? So that tells me he wants to go all in eagles. Might be the reasoning that can make sense. And he has 10 racks on the field. So Keller wants to finish this game quickly as well. 7 racks out for Leaf. Getting some plumed archers too. It is not a close map. So maybe Leaf can install this. If Leaf can get the hill, fortify it, and make Keller waste his market army into it. If he can get map position, that would be the way for him to deal with Keller's early market. Adding 2 TCs on the main gold. Really need to jump on that gold quick if you are anti-market. Basic Keller outpost before the castle. Both might be stopped by these 2 eagles. But quick words. Nice work. Nice work. What are your predictions for this series, guys? Let me read them. Keller's taking a really bad fight here. Against the hill. More archers for Leaf. Not a good idea. And he says 3-1 to Keller. I'm gonna go for 3-2 for Keller, I think. I think Leaf can still come back into this game. At least with the fights that Keller's taking right now. Doesn't have his market army together, fighting against the hill. Like, Leaf has the perfect position that you want to fight anti-market there. Main market super strong, but Leaf's kind of getting what he needs to get right now. Keller also getting some expansion though. That castle was denied. No TC up yet for Keller. Leaf already with 3 here pumping on the gold. So Leaf does look like he's more in the zone here. KD is okay, to be honest, only 20, what? Don't know what you mean. Ah, kill death. I thought you were talking about Major KD. Oh god, yeah, KD wins kill death ratio usually. I've been talking so much, like KD was normally in the chats, right? The player KD. So I thought about the player KD and not about the KD. Oh, I was completely off my mind there. Like from Keller to go for this hill instead. That's actually threatening the main gold more than the left hill. Like, the left hill, of course, is with his main gold. He does have an army there to defend it, though. Against the ram pushes that often come in May. And where are the rams? Leaf not has 2 siege workshops out, but he's not. No rams. Keller, not a single workshop on the field. It's especially for Keller, it would make sense to add rams, because his opponent has mainly plume dodges, right? For Leaf, so many eagles out the field still for Keller, so not really the time for rams yet. And there he is. Yeah, you're minus 20, so you're not too bad, Caddy. Now you are minus 15 right now. But, and he called you're a minus, so, I don't know. What do you think about that? Nice attack from Keller now towards the left side, trying to dive for the main goal. Some eagles from Leaf immediately jumping on that, though ends up losing way more than he gets out of that raid. But I can't stress enough how much I love this castle here from Keller. Also trying to make something happen to the left, denying the main goal there. Adding a castle on that would give him a nice control on the sides. Relics also kind of being fought over. We do have a monastery producing a monk. He's going for that left-hand side relic first, where he killed a monk of Leafs. Leaf can't really get that relic right now. Could get that one here and that one there. Out in the open still, but Keller looking for it. Instead, Leaf going for a big push to the middle now. Rams coming down that hill. Has eagles, has not a big amount of plumed archer, but he does have plumed archers behind it. Cleaned up that one as well. So let's see if that big push is gonna be successful. Doesn't look like it's successful enough. Castle, don't think it's even gonna fall. Eagles will clear that. That plume might take the trip out. Now the on-rams are coming out. Really well, good anticipation by Keller to place these workshops in front of their position. So yeah. Oh, narrowly didn't get the trap down. Actually, both traps are somewhat still alive. They disengage with 3 HP on the trap, and that trap on 4 HP. Could have sniped them and gone back, but now the castle will fall, and the push is looking way better all of a sudden. Concentration on the sides should also be gone, so chance to profit on that. Yeah, some units being wasted into that castle by Leaf, but it will be a ram there to clear that. And now all of a sudden Leaf does look good. The start of that push didn't look too convincing, but he sent enough reinforcements. Keller maybe took it a bit too lightheartedly there. Was already applauding Keller for his pre-planning to stop that push, but Leaf saying, you're not gonna stop my push. I have 52. No, that's actually Keller. I have 66 on gold. You may take the market. I can play anti-market. I'm a Quendi member. We know how to do that. And GG probably, yeah. Rams moving in. Keller still has something on the flanks. That castle also being denied at 94%. Feels Kellerman that castle going down. Has the control of a gold here, but his base is falling. Military count 92-30. Keller does tab out. Looked good in this game for a while. Everybody started complimenting Keller already at some point. No, I mean, not everybody did. Andy called the 3-1, and I said Keller's playing this well, but doesn't exaggerate as much. But really well played comeback anti-market from Mr. Leaf, and we have a series, everybody. We also have a follower, Ty Mats. Welcome to the party. That means next game, Keller so make pick. Are we gonna see humans, or are we gonna see something else? Humans would make so much sense. Keller's favorite civilization. playing against somebody who played Age of Empires the last time, I think 2017. So there were no humans back then. Can't really see another pick. These are the statistics for you. Pause the video if you want to see more of them. Keller hasn't sent me a game code this time. Probably starting to get nervous. I don't know what happened there, but maybe. They are already in, so let me check. They are... And it's Vikings, what? What? Wouldn't have called that. Thank you so much for the follow. $100? I guess that's 100, right? Let's go in. Game 3. Keller's home map pick. 1-1 tied up series right now. And we do have Vikings. Ha! I read that name right. Keller in the blue. Leaf in the red again. 3 racks and then archery ranges. 3 racks and then archery ranges. Similar starts from both players. 6 ranges total for Keller. 7 ranges for Leaf. Leaf only has 2 house foundations down. Keller does have more. Vikings against Leaf. Leaf you go on AD Army, it's a good tip for Leaf style of play. It's super weird choice, right? I was like, so much speaks for picking humans here. And I obviously didn't know what you know, Cortical, that Leaf loves Vikings. But even if you don't know that, right, it's the situation that old schoolers kind of tend to know how to play. And it's not a fast one. And like from game 1, it looked like fast ones are better for Keller, so don't really understand that pick. Leaf though, not really getting 180 army with 25 pop cap. I have to say that. Siege workshop placement questionable? House placement questionable. Well, I don't know him well, but I just know he likes to make big army. No eco, no map control, he goes straight for the kill or dies. Well, he had a 2-hour game versus Caswa that I saw on Caswa's stream, 2 days ago, so... Didn't do either of them though. Yeah, like, didn't kill, didn't die. But the mains looked a bit like it, right? But I think he just played anti-market perfectly in that one. Look at the Keller build. The Keller build is 3 to 6 and building the siege workshops forward instead of to the sides and the back. Already getting on that middle hill there. Some nice fights there, but has to abandon this castle. Foundation isn't started yet, so the outpost actually saved that villager and saved him from potentially losing some stone. Maybe I should start doing those outposts. It's like something you want to get in muscle memory if you really want to start doing it, right? Never been really convinced so far, but that's a case where it does work out nicely. Monasteries in the back. Developing eco. Military advantages for Leaf. It's not 180 yet. But after initial housing problems, good job. Adding a castle there. Both are adding these castles now. Think Leafs should go up first. Don't know if it's in range, but they do get bracers, so I guess it will be. You want to look at his queue? Then you should probably ask me to show his queue. Has a lot of obelisks. So that might be too many obelisks. Keller will die. Yeah, he needs, like, it switches a bit into onagers and then berserkers in these Viking wars, so only going up risky against the shots, and you want the berserkers then to counter like Sidram, onager. Look at those shots though. If Leaf overcommits or completely stops to micro and all bada booms fall on their arms, what we said before wasn't true. But that's too many hours. Leaf could spam at the siege point and kill Keller. Yeah, really good fight for Keller though. Killed so many Arbalists there. Killed 30 in favor of him now after the initial fights. I think we're better for Leaf. Leaf with the map expansion to the south here. This hill ridge is quite long. Also, in the end, does control that neutral gold there for Leaf. And my game got stuck. Too many onager shots for DE. Too many onager shots for DE. And it's not me. The game crashed for everybody involved, yeah. Let me go to this scene here. No copyright rock. I can show you the playlist, I guess. That's pretty hard. And restart my game. It's a record list? No, it's live. Recs usually shouldn't crash, right? It was also not me crashing, it was everybody crashing, so both of the players crashed as well. That means we will see a restart, because I'm very sure that cannot be restored. This problem has happened quite frequently since the last update, and we are always loving updates before tournaments. It also happened in training. Like, I was about to beat Keller in a training game, and then Microsoft said, "No, you're not gonna beat Keller, order. Because I'm gonna shut this down." Alright. I'm done with my prep talk, and I got the lobby code. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have answered because they're already in, but sorry for that, Keller, if you had notifications on. We are on the spec delay. Opening the bets again. And oh, I should go to the Red Sea. Order doesn't seem to it's a bit unlucky, isn't it? I mean, from what I heard you say on your stream, KD, we might share the feelings. Alright. Try number 2. Vikings War on Arabia. This time. Long map between these two. And Keller told me in private message he had started with this stable on the last one. Not doing that here. Don't see a deleted building. So maybe less nerfs. But there's a pause. No restarts in this tournament, so... Is that a map for a restart? I mean, that's an annoying wood line. Wrong speed. I was thinking something was off. 1.7 speed isn't what this is played on. So, third time's the charm. No restarts, third restarts. Well, settings were wrong, right? And Microsoft was wrong on the one before. With no restarts, you usually mean like players calling for a map restart. And that didn't happen, and it can't happen. So, third time's the charm. Viking War, game 3, Keller's bit odd pick. Bets are open again, and yeah, what do you think? Who will take this game? Keller get his act together. Will he overmake arbs again? Will Leaf be able to swing the series around? In the Vikings War, will he make 180 army? Questions over questions, and we will find answers. Into the game again. Keller starting on a Rex. Three Rex, 5 ranges, early workshops. Against 4 Rex, 5 ranges. No workshop foundations yet, and that villager was quick worded. Nice job there. Pikeman running around the long way. Won't be there to kill. This villager would have been the one that he could have got. Won't get another one there. You would just go full champs and onagers here. I think Keller's thinking a bit towards that direction with 5 archery ranges in 2 early siege workshops, right? You can take middle hill and deny Keller's forward goals. From Leaf's point of view, yeah. Keller, 2 goals here. That hill next to it. Not the most beautiful map. Leaf now with the way better map. Kind of fair, right? If you remember game 1, Leaf had a shit map there. And Keller's map was better. Way better. Relic positions, 2 there that Leaf should get. Kinda 3 for Keller to compensate for the gold positions. Keller going for the audacious hill though. That is kinda in the middle of the map and would give him an area to protect. Also going for that hill that he really needs to get here. Some champion raids, finding some kills there, and let me click that. So Keller has lost 2 villagers to these champion raids here. Army drag there behind that. No, what was that, a villager? No, I think that's an obelisk. Yeah, now the onagers are out first for Keller, so this one's looking good for Keller. I think as the onagers jumping the hills. And castles. 3 castles at home. Why? Heyo, X-Factor. Probably not to make petards. Light cavalry to the rescue. could do something, but still, think enough Arbalists around to defend that. And whoa, if Leaf doesn't even get their castle, I really don't understand these 3 castles at home. Instead of taking the hills here, trying to raid there. Yeah, we'll get a villager killed, stop some expansion up north. That castle ain't too bad, but Keller, with his outpost, won't have to invest into a castle there to see that. And yeah, now some good shots. Are we overqueuing Arbs again? For Keller, not as badly as in the game before. Still too many, I think. Should DQ some. We need some traps, says X Factor, with the emote that we have for exactly this case. No traps in the queue for Keller. Traps already out on the field for Leaf. Keller can maybe deny this castle without trebuchets. And that's why he's building an outpost. Well, I was saying, yeah, the outpost works so well, right? And then, of course, this happens. Caster's Curse at its best. Potato Dude there to point that out. KD looking still better for Keller actually, but my turn in a few has the numbers, will get that hill back, but at least Keller got that castle up, so the get to hill, the kill he has to get is looking better for him now, but at least not going down in this game just yet. I think just too many Arbs in general. Has stopped his Arbs. I think he's DQ'd them. But that here is kind of big. And yeah. But the outpost gives you vision, but only if you look at it. I mean, it's at around 39%. You can get at least 60% of the resource back. Really though? 700 there. Let me look at the battle, but keep that one here up to see if it gets deleted. Oh, great, great. Onager shots for Leaf. No, Keller, what are you doing with your Arbalists? It's not only too many, but they die, and the castle is about to be killed. It is killed, was not deleted, and the army died at the same time. Gosh darn it. Game 1 looked so good, but Keller got nervous after that, I think. No control of that army whatsoever. Losing the castle same time. Position on the map. It's very good for Leaf now. It's treasuring the mango. That castle will even go down. The traps were really lacking for Keller. Keller has nothing in the queue, but villagers now queuing up some Arbs again, which he does need to now. Has no gold. The early eco edition does look nice, but not if you don't have any gold on the map. You need some villagers on gold too, my man. Leaf maybe took market as well. Wouldn't be surprised either. Let's check that out. Gold count speaks for Keller took the market. Leaf didn't with 700 gold. I think that should be just the gold he mined here. Skirmishes aren't bad if you mix like some in, but the berserkers obviously do counter them. Onagers also good against skirmishes. Keller taking back control of this hill, kind of surviving if he gets that castle up and this down. What is that trap doing? This trap is thinking it's a ram. We've seen it all. Traps pretending to be sea traps. Another trap that wants to be a sea trap. Yeah, the point of this castle, bit optimistic. Somewhere here. Now the rams are coming in that also think they are rams, which is actually good because they are. We'll take out the trap. 2 more trebuchets that actually remembered that they are trebuchets. Keep stealing the neutral gold from Keller. Also, Keller still not on his 2 forward goals. Has survived for a bit. Now trying to put the neutral gold up north. Which is quite a nice move. We heard a relic being collected. Nobody has one in the bank yet. think it's one that Keller picked in the back, yeah. Will he get that castle up? What do you think, Jet? I think he will. Yup, nice walk. No big fight going on in the middle. Both kind of solidifying their position now. Light cavalry raids coming in. Nice siege workshop and Rex block there. But nevertheless, light cavalry do find a way in like water. That castle did go down here, so Keller could take control of that hill back. Abel is still out there, auditors as well. Oh god, sorry for that, guys. I'm drinking Mate already. I don't know what happens there. Not that this series wouldn't be exciting. I didn't sleep too much last night. Oh no! Keller! Not again! Oof. How did they survive? It looked like they should all be dead. They lost quite some HP. Was that under the hill? That position there higher? Guess they weren't standing completely on the hill. The only explanation that they're still alive to me. And this gold has been denied here. Keller does get their castle up, but it is already being trapped by Leaf. Leaf's resource bank is a beauty. 20 idle villagers due to some raids, mainly on gold here. Has some wood choppers, only 3 on farms, not really using any food. I mean, not using any food, not using too much. He's making berserks and some light cavalries. Keller taking control of that ridge there again. Bank-wise, good food and wood still for Keller, but no gold. While we have more gold and 42 on it for... it's way too many on stone. Oh yeah, 23 on stone. 1 on stone. But doing something with it. He's getting a castle up here. That castle is gonna fall. So these northern resources will be collected by Leaf. Yeah, no farms, but does he need farms when he has... well, yeah, food is getting slower and slower. 5 farms now. We're getting the numbers up, Joro. Don't be too hasty. There's also a relic here from Leaf. Didn't bother to bring it back to his base. Maybe a bit over-optimistic on that one. Also, relic here still not collected. That relic has been taken now. Also, I think Keller took that relic there. Yeah, has 3 in the bank. Also, the one up north. Relics can be really important in the Vikings War. Because late game champions on berserkers, especially important units. And they are not too gold costly. Keller autocorrects to melatonin on my phone. Let's go, melatonin! That's like the hormone for skin color or something, right? I might go completely off there. It's probably something entirely different. Onager attack up north, very, very interesting. Hey, be easy. And Keller's re-adding their castle. It did defend their position. That's really good for him. I think Keller's coming back here. He's mining his golds in the middle. Another trap try there. So Leaf certainly heard the cries for traps that X Factor has put out to the world. Keller heard the relic emotes a bit more though. Also getting that one relic there and will be 4-1. Joro wants me to cast the economy instead of the fights. You can see the numbers up top. He has 29 farms. He's still alive according to Joro. But he's not alive on the map, right? Look at that. 75% of the map now taken by the blue color. And the red color is adding a ton of farms here. 40 light cavalry here. And quite a few of that is gone. Some castle fighting in the middle, but the position of Keller's army, he just has now sitting all the hill ridges around Leaf space. Beautiful work to encircle him there. What is this farming eco? But yeah, beautiful work to circle him there. The castle is a bit out of position, actually, not protecting that gold villagers there. And Leaf at 83 villages. Keller at 97. I think Keller, from a really bad spot, being pushed off these 2 golds. We were talking about, oh, he's making too many ups. He's making the wrong units. Where is units? To actually making it back in that game. And I think that castle even stays up here. It does. Pro caster. X factor. And probably 95% of the chat rooting for Keller. Keller just threw a lot of army somewhere. Still has some here. Think there's probably just a big fight. KD is looking rather equal. Maybe here. I see a lot of bodies here. Can't really mind that gold there. Should probably concentrate on that one first. Go Leafy. Okay, we have Be Easy rooting for Leaf. Nice to have 2 camps in the chat. Sick castle save, indeed. That castle here was not saved, but what? Yeah, okay, now we are doing something with the traps. Indeed, very, very exciting game. Nice use of the map by both players. Both of these looking very good in their group. And chat, remind me, who are the other players in their group? Tempo. Tempo and Yeti. Okay. I think both of these two have good chances of making main event then. No offense to the other 2. But I think they're looking pretty hard here. Joro trusts in Tempo. Alright. Tempo had big problems in World Cup 1 to actually remember the times. And he was close to not scheduling this time as well. But I think they did schedule for later tonight, so he did the first hurdle for returning to the World Cups. Because I think the last 2 he wasn't allowed in for his scheduling issues. Really nice to see him back though, and nice that he has scheduled. But I think these 2 would have good chance against him. Big exodus there to that gold up north. He still has that position up the middle. There's still a gold there to grab. Not too bad to get it denied, but Keller needs to prevent Leaf from mining it. And Leaf is looking to mine it right now. This game still up for grabs for everybody. Leaf now driven out the gold up north, so Keller is taking that. It's also some stone there, can potentially also be sold. Stone count, both are down. Gold, both are down. Both players have not much of any resource. This is a weird farming. Now Berserker raids coming in there, but these 2 castles that I was shaming a bit earlier, actually, doing work against the raids. But just imagine, one of those castles would be actually in the middle of the farming core. How beautiful would that be? Hey, misclick. Hello, signaling. The castles. Don't think that was on purpose. Keller's farms are running out because he's out of wood, actually. Wood control, not a problem yet for Keller, also not a problem for Leaf. But might come down to wood this game. And he says this group is totally winnable for anyone. Yeah. I also think Yeti has chances to beat Tempo. Leaf has to make a move soon since Kelar has 4 relics. Agreed. Done. Probably big mistake to make a monastery here. Now big fight. Castle is about to fall. Berserker numbers plus 2 castles. Don't think this is best fight that Keller could have taken. I think trap could go down. Castle did not go down. Really desperate on this gold. I think that was a bit too desperate of a move. AoE Choro even calling it a suicide. Tough group? I wouldn't say it's a tough group, no. In my opinion, it's probably one of the easiest group for everybody in it. There's like nobody like favorite in it, like there's no one that is really expected to go through in. So I think it's one of the easier groups. Yes, well, for Alex is kind of chilling. Keller just needs to make traps on it just in terms of and hold. Yeah. I mean, that's the gold, right? This gold is taken back by Leaf. Leaf's also on that gold in the middle, but he does have no bank. Keller also has no bank, but he has the relics. So, hope we learned from Camrad style. Frost 9 style. That's the energy he needs right now. The Swedish deathmatch energy. God, that's a hard one to speak. Has to go to the German here. Good fight for Leaf. Has the better berserker numbers. Castle about to fall. Can the trap save it? God, that's so clutch. It's such an important castle. Castle does fall, then the trap does fall. One could have been out repaired here, and now the berserker flood is in. 45 berserkers in still for Leaf. My God, this was so clutch. Probably a last moment for Leaf to make this happen with being out of gold, but he masked so many berserkers. Now it's looking really strong for him. Could even take the relics out. Farming eco completely open. I think Leaf takes it now. Keller does tab out. What a game! On a knife's edge to the last moment. Last moment, like one shot away from that castle. I think if that castle doesn't fall, Keller takes this game. If that castle does fall, like it did, Leash takes the game. What? Probably the best game of World Cup so far. Haven't seen the ones that were in castle, obviously, not counting them. But definitely a highlight of a game. Well played to both. In the end, better KD for Leaf. Better economy for Keller. Relics for Keller. But one last push with Berserkers. The last moment for the anti-relic player to make it. Early advantage for Leaf. Keller swinging it back, taking full map control. Leaf preserving these 2 castles on the middle, and in the end making it happen by a thread to win this game. Insane from both. 2-1 for Leaf now. He swung back the series. Keller had a 1-0 lead after a 5-minute game. Still everything to play for. Potential 2 more games. This can go easily to 5 games. Wow versus 2 home maps of Leaf gonna be hard. It's not against 2 home maps of Leaf. The next one is a Keller. Keller will get a home map now, and then Leaf will get a home map. Loser of game 3 is game 4. So they kind of switch it around now. Directions. Have the code from Keller. And they're already in. Humans and Frolics. That was the match I wanted to see. I'm so nervous. What a great series. I said after the end of the last one that this might be a very, very good series. One before sadly 3-0. God, was I right. Copying Andy's pick was Stout. Kinda obvious pick. For players who think they are fast. 6 stables. Classic start. Not buying the 4 stable theory. Not doing what Hazy did today against ACCM. And he will even find a villager. I think we have another 5-minute game. Calling it too early? No, villager say, why do you let it out again, Keller? Oh, well, that would tilt me. I mean, it is tilting me as a caster. Kinda trained with Keller, so I'm rooting for him. To my being honest, right? But nothing lost really, right? He killed 2 villagers. He's still a villager ahead. Staplancer streaming in, rushes earlier for Keller. It's still looking good, even though there was kind of a tilting situation. Some land houses in the back for Leaf. As we called him since Deathmatch World Cup 3. Another villager going down. Okay. I should not have been that nervous about that villager going down there. We will see a game 5. I like Keller's first 4 houses though. Not as space efficient, but probably faster. Which were the first 4? I mean, this game's over, right? If he doesn't keep wasting, but leaves at 25 pop cap, they can never take that back. Also, you found the land villager in the corner. Bit of a Fleef's terrible. I mean, that's kind of all his houses there, right? Weird. He is not... I mean, he just came back to playing Age of Empires, so... Not that experienced with humans. Can't expect that. That's why it's a good pick by Keller. Way better than the Viking pick. Yeah, this is GG. Yeah, game 5. And there we have it. Game 5 is official. Kinda did see everything that we need to see. No need for the statistics there. Clear win for Keller. 2-2. We do have a game 5. So I will get some hype music. I'll be back in 1 minute. And then we are going to game 5. Be right back. Are you ready, guys? I don't see enough emotes here. I don't see enough hype emotes for this game 5 in this series. I have the code. Code. We'll play in the main event. Here we have Keller and Leaf. Leaf picks Hans, probably he can't. Save repeat. It's not allowed. Leaf picks Franks. That's the... can be expected if you can't pick Hans. Okay. So Joro wasn't too far off there. And we are in a game 5. After an incredible Vikings war. Quick win in Hans for Keller. Also a reason not to pick Hans for Leaf, actually. And quick win in Cumans for Keller. Keller's rush looked stronger, so Franks might be a risk. On the other hand side, Franks something that Leaf knows very, very, very well. Nice map for Keller. That gold is a bit hard to take. But yeah, has a neutral gold right here, can easily defend it. Plus that one, that is kind of in the middle of players, way more dangerous for Leaf indeed. Thank you for the follow, freaking Chris. Talents are coming out. Actually more villagers on the field for Leaf Red. Leaf slightly housed. Not too bad. Getting more houses up this time. Not really 15 out of 20. Silver casting? I do that when I'm nervous. I think I know a bit what you mean. Rush kinda equal for both. 7-7. And the other series has finished. Welcome everybody from Greek. You are coming to game 5 between Keller and Leaf, and an amazing series that we saw. So like the Vikings War was one of the best games of the tournament, or I think the best of the game of the tournament that I saw, that I've seen in this series. Keller looking to take the hill, and yeah, Leaf still struggling with the houses. I think Leaf a bit nervous here. Maybe Keller has good padded numbers on the hill. 24. I think he casted Polar against favorite. Those were at the same time scheduled as these games, so Freak and me said, I'm gonna take this one, and he's gonna take the other. Oh, nice. Nice right there. Stopping that cast from protecting that gold. Quite a nice move, but that hill is deadly for Leaf. Such a big hill, denying a gold, giving a good springboard there. Said this game should be over. Wouldn't jump to that conclusion yet after what we've seen before in the Viking War. 3 villager advantage still for Leaf. Don't know why he's taking that fight. Losing all his army there. Great game, so especially his 3rd game. Oh, one favorite's home, huh? Alright, I'm gonna check it out. Now a market for Leaf to go for a big push. Let's say if somebody's taking the market yet, probably not. Keller's not really a market-oriented player. Yeah, just needs to hold her. Grab 3 relics. And he can easily grab 3 relics, right? 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Can't even get the 4th one there. And the 5th one is on the hill. Sheesh, it's super hard for Leaf to get any relics if he doesn't get there. But he has taken the market. Maybe one big push. We've seen him making the one big push happen to take the main anti-market. Leaf went for 2 early castles, probably. Also had 6 stables out. I think he tried to raid with the stables, read the map a bit wrong. Didn't jump on the map and ignored, like, you rushed too long or tried to do late raids there. Instead of reading the map right and identifying this hill. Big push won't happen, great fight for Keller. I was hyped for this game 5, I want to see a bit of a longer game. Looking really good for Keller. Wouldn't call the GG already as Joro did, but the advantage surely is big. Leaf might at least get that little hill there. Can't really take that gold. At least 2 golds are still in his reach. Nice back main gold. That one can't be contested. Passes from Leaf. Keller doing his signature side castle. That's Keller Castle. Side base raiding castle that doesn't control much, but is like the center of a raiding base. I mean, it's still not over yet. It is officially not over. But Keller needs to make mistakes now. Bombard cannons coming out from Leaf. Villager better for Keller now too. Has more military out. On castle. What is that trap firing at? At the paladins? Lol. Lol. Okay, Leaf's thinking about raiding. Not sure. That might just be a waste of paladins. Like, so many? 22? And now Keller's going in. Paladins aren't there anymore. Onagers. They have to fight uphill here. And now he can snipe them. But, oh god, might be an overextension. 35 to like 60 at least together with the Habitiers. So I think that's like 50 Axemen there. And Paladins here trying to raid. But the villager, like eco development, is already good for Keller. He's on 12 farms. He is out of food. Why? We still have food in the bank for Leaf. So that might be green leaf on the tree for him. Oh god, was that bad. Yeah, finding villager kills here. Great, proven to be effective. And nice defense here, took a good fight. Is this game so over as you said, Corjaro? Said Keller needs to make mistakes for this game not to be over. But he might have done one there. Taking that fight. Also, he's still not getting the relics. Has the monasteries up. No monks queued. No monasteries for Leaf though. Bombard cannons working on that, but I think that's throwing away bombard cannons. Yeah, well, this shot isn't worth 3 bombard cannons. No Leaf. Not like this. 2 castles there, maybe third one even to secure that. Maybe some more TCs. Good developments, looking good for Keller. 69 to 69, double nicety on the villager count. What's happening? Is Keller gonna lose that hill? Sending some villagers to repair now. Seems the hill is worth less against the Civ with Heavy Calf. Hills aren't too bad in Franks. Probably double castle such an important hill like that. I would double castle important hills like that in Franks. Really like that. Seen it a lot from experts as well. Keller with no siege in Frank was coming now. Too late probably. Keller the one. Is Keller the one that is the traditional DM player who doesn't make siege in Franks? Was it only 40 X-Men? Or is Leaf the one that played 20 years ago? Looking at this, you might think that Keller is the traditional player that doesn't know how Franks Wars get played nowadays. Oh my god. Leaf's taking the hill back. Leaf is taking the hill back. Now 77 to 95 villagers. Leaf also has the eco now. Has a way better KD, 380 to 300. What is this series? Like Leaf completely getting wrecked in 2 games. And then, when he can survive the start, no matter how bad his position is at some point in the game. Believing in it, making it happen. Think. Big advantage for Leaf now, but we've seen games swing multiple times in this series. So, don't really know. Still no relics being collected, I think. Can see some game 5 jitters there in keller, I think. It's such a good position. I really know this feeling. Sometimes when I feel like I'm in a winning position against somebody that I've never beaten before. Kinda tilt and go black. Keller's issue here was army comp at middle and also not using some of his patterns to raid leaf when he had the hill. Makes sense what you're saying, Joro. Oh, he can defend this hill, but without army. 40. Leaf just doing such a great job keeping this mass alive of the throwing X-Men. Gather points a bit off for Keller now too. Still not on the relics. First has to stabilize here. Paladins are out too for Leaf. I mean, Keller is open about hating Franks. Maybe has been too open. Leaf might be overstanding here a bit though. By the undercast, he does have the paladins. Like, they are cheap. They're not that strong. No bracer on those castles. Don't deal as much better. Did Keller not mine enough gold or something? He has only 8 on gold. 45 farmers now, but no resources whatsoever. And look at Leaf's bank. Guys, we were discussing the GG for Keller. I was in my head already thinking about interviewing Keller, to be honest. But this is Leaf's game. He had X-Men. He didn't have Siege. And this is over. That bank can't be broken here. Oh my god. I should still interview him, well, if he wants, right? I would be open to do an interview with both after this amazing series. But can fully understand if he doesn't want to. I'm always open to doing interviews, but after this game, I might not even be. And it is GG. How can a series be closer than this? And there were 2 4-minute games in there. Bit similar like the series this morning, Winchester versus Camrad. The 2 big new prodigies of this year. Did have really, really good showing against players that have been in the game way longer time. Each had 2 quick wins. Keller had big advantages in the other 3 games too. Was really, really, really close series. Well played to Leaf. Congratulations to Leaf. And also congratulations to Keller for how he played this. A lot of GGs being called in chat. Give some salutes to the players, guys. Whew. I'm exhausted. Let me get the scoreboard up. 2-3-2 Leaf. Great series indeed. I'm sure Keller will have his revenge versus Leaf in 2 weeks. That would mean... I mean, yeah, it's not unlikely, right? If Tempo beats Yeti and then beats Leaf, and I think Keller should beat Yeti,